In 2016, a mysterious woman appeared in New York's high society. No one knew who she really was, but she always paid in cash. She tipped in $100 bills, lived in luxury hotels, and spoke like she owned half of Europe. To look rich. Her name was Anna Delvey, or so she claimed. She told people she was a German heiress with a multi-million-dollar trust fund ready to be released when she turned 25. She spoke about her connections in Berlin, London, and Paris, always name-dropping high-profile figures, making it sound believable. She said she was building an exclusive art club for the cultural elite, a place that would redefine creativity in Manhattan. She fooled banks. She convinced luxury hotels to extend her credit. She dined at fine restaurants like Le Cuckoo and acted like she'd never seen a bill she couldn't pay. But behind all the glamour was nothing. No inheritance, no assets, not even a working credit card. So how did one woman with no money convince the financial capital of the world that she was a millionaire? How far did she push the lie? And what happened when the house of cards collapsed? Welcome to the billion-dollar scandal. This is the Anna Delvey story. And today, we open the vault. Persona versus person, Anna Delvey wasn't born. She was created. Her real name was Anna Sorokin, born in 1991 near Moscow, Russia. Her father was a truck driver, her mother a shopkeeper. The family later moved to Germany, where Anna grew up intelligent, quiet, and ambitious. She was fascinated by luxury magazines and high society, studying how the wealthy talked, dressed, and behaved. She learned that money wasn't just about having it, it was about looking like you did. After school, she moved briefly to London, then Paris, where she interned at Purple magazine, her first real glimpse into the world of art, fashion, and money. That's where Anna Delvey was born, a new identity with an old-world mystique. By the time she arrived in New York in 2016, Anna Sorokin was gone. She changed her accent, her clothes, and her story. She claimed her family was rich, that she had a trust fund, and that she planned to open a cultural foundation for artists and thinkers. It wasn't one big scam. It was constant performance. Every dinner, every outfit, every hotel stay built the illusion. And for a long time, New York believed it. Hotels, tabs, and high living. One of Anna's first stages was the 11 Howard Hotel in Soho. She became a daily fixture, tipping in $100 bills, hosting meetings, and talking about her foundation as if it were already real. The hotel staff adored her confidence, unaware she had no working credit card on file. When questioned, she claimed her German bank was processing the transfer. To stall, she threw lavish dinners and promised future opportunities, living entirely on charm. She moved in circles of PR agents and art insiders, dining at Le Cuckoo and acting like money was the last thing on her mind. That illusion peaked when she talked her way the Park Avenue scheme. But Anna wanted more than dinners and hotels. She wanted permanence, legitimacy. Her biggest dream was a project she called the Anna Delvey Foundation. She pitched it as a multi-million-dollar art club and social hub located on Park Avenue South. Her vision included private exhibition spaces, a rooftop bar, and a members-only restaurant. To investors, it sounded like Soho House meets MoMA. To make it real, she needed a $22 million loan. Anna met with major financial institutions, hired architects, and even had a professional investment presentation drawn up. Everything looked real, except her money. She forged documents showing she had $60 million in assets held in a Swiss bank, created fake email addresses for imaginary accountants, and spoke in financial jargon she barely understood. That money was spent almost immediately on travel, shopping, and paying off small debts to keep her story alive. The grand Park Avenue vision, the Delvey Foundation, never existed. But the illusion of it made people treat her like someone who did belong in the elite. The Morocco crisis. By collapse, trial, and sentencing. When Anna returned to New York, the city was no longer fooled. Hotels locked her out. The Beekman and W New York reported her unpaid debts. Banks flagged her transactions. The facade cracked. And by 2018, the truth finally caught up. She was arrested after a sting operation involving her former friend Rachel and the NYPD. The charges were staggering: multiple counts of theft, fraud, and grand larceny. Her 2019 trial was pure theater. Anna treated it like a fashion show, hiring a stylist, demanding designer outfits, and refusing to appear in court if her clothes weren't perfect. The media couldn't look away. Each headline blended crime with couture, turning her into both villain and celebrity. Witnesses testified about unpaid bills, fake wire transfers, and psychological manipulation. Yet Anna sat expressionless, as if the trial were just another scene in her story. After weeks of testimony, she was convicted on 8 charges, including grand larceny. She was sentenced to 12 years in prison, fined $24,000, and ordered to repay $200,000. Even then, she didn't express remorse. When asked if she regretted it, she replied, "The only thing I regret is not managing my image better." Why she got away so long. How did Anna pull this off for so long? Confidence over proof. She acted like money was beneath her, and people believed it. Systems built on trust. In luxury service, a confident tone often replaces verification. The aesthetics of success. New York doesn't just love stories of wealth, it needs them. And Anna gave the city a fantasy it was desperate to believe. Even when small inconsistencies appeared, people ignored them because the illusion was too attractive to challenge. Even after her conviction, Anna's story didn't die. It evolved. Netflix's Inventing Anna turned her into a pop culture icon. She gave interviews from prison, unapologetic as ever, saying she didn't really think she was doing anything wrong. After serving part of her sentence, she was released in 2021, then detained again by U.S. immigration for overstaying her visa. From house arrest in New York, she began selling artwork, launching NFTs, and even hosting interviews from her apartment. The woman who once fooled the elite was now using her own scandal as currency. Anna Sorokin walked into Manhattan carrying nothing but a story and convinced an entire city to believe in it. She didn't just steal money. She stole trust. She stole perception. And in a city built on illusion, that might be the greatest con of all. Her story isn't just about fraud. It's about the fragile boundary between authenticity and appearance. It's a mirror held up to every society that rewards confidence more than honesty. And it reminds us that sometimes the most convincing lies are the ones we want to believe. If you found this story as enthralling as we did, hit like and share this video. The algorithm favors stories like Anna's. Drop a comment. Would you ever see through a con like this? Or be fooled too? And tell us which scandal we should expose next. Finally, subscribe to The $1 Billion Scandal, where lies, frauds, and billion-dollar scams become visible. New episodes every week. Don't miss the next deception.